I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at this. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Hey, I'm not surprised.
Ed Short Fuse Herman versus Mike Slow Rodriguez, and we're going to start with Ed. So Ed comes into this fight 12 wins, 11 losses inside the UFC, over 20 UFC fights, a veteran's veteran, arguably shouldn't be competing anymore, but Ed Herman is on a 2-fight winning streak. With 20 years of fight experience behind him, he's absolutely not an easy fight. But with 20 years of fighting does come 20 years of accumulated damage. Not everyone can reinvent themselves fight by fight like Alistair Overeem. Ed Herman is literally hit or miss from here out. The opponent, Mike Rodriguez, comes into this fight 2 wins, 3 losses inside the UFC. Primarily a striker, struggled with grappling, but not in his last fight. Mike is coming off an impressive TKO win over Marcin Prachnio. He was able to overcome the karate-like style Marcin had to offer. Beautiful elbow into killer punches. Really nice work from Mike Rodriguez. I am picking with a little bit of recency bias, but momentum is a real thing in fighting. So there is some truth to recency bias. My pick is going to be Mike Rodriguez via TKO in round number 2. If Mike can connect flush with Ed, I don't see Ed taking those punches for too long. Could the overall story of this fight be the experience factor that Ed Herman has to offer? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. After all, it is Mike Rodriguez, a guy that has struggled in his UFC career so far. But for me, I feel more comfortable taking Mike Rodriguez, especially after his last fight. Bit of confidence to boost himself. I think he could win this fight. My odds would be Mike Rodriguez minus 145, Ed Herman plus 125. And the actual odds are, yeah, they're blown up. They are so blown up. I mean, I spoke about recency bias there, factoring into my pick a little bit, but we have Mike Rodriguez minus 250. You know, like he's just going to blow Ed Herman out the water. He could well do. You know, if that punch lands, that flush punch that he has to offer, then I see it happening. But Ed Herman has a lot of experience. He's probably going to look to put Mike Rodriguez up against the fence, look to nullify Mike Rodriguez and zap him as much as he can. And if he does that, I don't see him being a plus 220. Those odds, in my opinion, a little blown up. Let me know who you're taking below. Alright, peace.